Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend. Marcea Whitaker once said, being a daddy's girl is like having a permanent armor for the rest of your life. Daddies represent stability and encourage. They establish themselves as providers and protectors. They embody strength and safety. They make us feel confident and courageous. They create laughter from tears, courage from fears. A daddy is a daughter's first love, establishing a bond so powerful that he melts her heart, and in all his masculinity, she steals his. But what happens when all that comes to an end?
I am Dr. Marcea 𝘋𝘢𝘥𝘪, and I am a physician and Master Destiny Life Coach and CEO of Girl Boss Life Academy, where I help women to boss up in life and in leadership. I'm also a daddy's girl. My daddy was my hero and my rock. He and my mother were killed in a tragic motor vehicle accident that rocked my world, and as you can imagine, changed my life. As a visionary of this amazing and timely project, Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend, I saw a need to empower other women who had lost their fathers and who feel that pain and loss every day. The inspiration came from one of my co-authors, Michelle Edlin, who you will meet next, who lost her father recently. This group of wonderful and well-qualified women surrounded her. We prayed for her, we encouraged her, we empowered her, and we loved on her. As each one shared their lessons through loss, we were now bound forever in life. That's what this book is all about. Telling our story of loss, but also sharing our story of triumph and how we live after the loss of our legend. And not only do we offer hope, but we also give tangible, time-tested strategies to steady yourself in this uncharted and stormy season of life. As a special bonus, we are honored to have the foreword penned by none other than 𝘋𝘢𝘥𝘪, international speaker, author, and powerhouse leader, and yes, also a daddy's girl. So get ready to laugh, get ready to cry, and get ready to heal as you find comfort within these pages. These stories are lifelines that will help guide you on your path to healing, to unleashing your power even in the face of sorrow, and to fulfilling your legacy. I am Dr. Marcea 𝘋𝘢𝘥𝘪, and I am proud to be a daddy's girl.
I am Michelle Edlin, and I am a daddy's girl, a very proud daddy's girl. I am so excited to be a part of this anthology, and it has really been a blessing in my life. It has come about for me as a result of losing my father in June of this year. And when I lost my father, these beautiful authors that are part of this anthology, the lead author, Angela, the visionary author, Marcea, they really wrapped their arms around me, all of these ladies, and just encouraged me and gave me space to feel how I was feeling. But then they began to share their stories of having lost their fathers as well. And we began to feel like, hey, something needs to be done with this. And we decided to put all of this, all of our words, all of our stories of the legacy that our fathers have left for us in this anthology. And we wanted to share it with other ladies, other women who may or may not have had a strong relationship with their father, but the lessons, the legacy lessons that my father has left me will be a blessing to them too, and that they will be helped by reading this anthology.
A lot of people use the terms father and daddy interchangeably, but there's a difference. A father is that contribution of DNA, but a daddy goes far beyond those 23 chromosomes. He is that person who is a protector, one who is your first love, that one who cares for you and provides for you, makes you laugh, gives you wisdom, gives you direction, gives you guidance, who is that emotional connection, tells you about love and teaches you about love and how you should be treated. And I invite you to dig in, not to just my chapter, which is called the 23 of me, but to the other chapters that are going to bless and empower you. Whether your father is still living or whether he's not, you will be enriched by every word written on these pages, because they are the words and the connection we have to our daddy, not just our fathers. I'm 𝘋𝘢𝘥𝘥𝘺, and I'm proud to say that I am a daddy's girl.
I wanted to be a part of this anthology because there were 9 other amazing women who experienced similar grief after the death of their father. It also gave me an opportunity to share my poem, Just Like You, a poem that I wrote for my father after he passed away. He was indeed my soulmate. He was indeed my very best friend, and I missed him dearly. But I was able to overcome that grief and live in my purpose. I think this book will have a positive impact on people that have lost their fathers. I think that this book will leave people with thinking that even though we lost our loved one, even though we lost our dad, we are still here, and we have to live in our purpose. And all of those wonderful experiences we had with our father, all of those things that we shared in our life, they never go away. They are always in our heart, and that should give us some peace.
Greetings. My name is Shelly Fan. I'm the CEO and owner of Ask Shelly Consulting. My contribution to the book is slightly different in that my father is still living and reigning on this side of heaven. But for the past 17 years, I have watched him overcome the impact of Parkinson's disease. My father now stands in the distance watching me keynote events he once did. He watches me launch books he endeavored to write. He watches me carry his strengths, his likeness, and his character traits as I prosper. Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend, is a book, a self-help book, a motivational and inspirational book that endeavors to saturate the reader with hope, empower the reader with tools, and to ignite the reader with the perseverance needed again to forge forward despite the pain.
My name is Dr. Rhonda M. Wood, and I am an international mental health speaker, best-selling author, TV and radio personality, and advocate. I am so excited to be one of the contributing authors in the anthology Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend. Losing my mother first to breast cancer at age 40, and then losing my father to colon cancer at age 59 made my grieving process complicated because they both died young. And I still had a lot of life to live. I questioned why I was still here and my parents were not. So when my father passed away, even while I was experiencing this swirl of painful emotions and sensations and feeling sort of lost and disoriented and unsure, I actually questioned if I would ever feel joy again. However, I was able to give myself permission to be sad, air out my feelings and my sadness, but I also gave myself permission to be able to move forward. Not move on, but move forward. It was important for me to keep going. What has kept me going is understanding that my life's purpose had not yet been fulfilled. God wasn't done with me yet, and I still had more life to live.
Hello, my name is Dr. Alethea Tucker. I participated in the anthology because of the impact that my father had on my life and just the fact that I wanted to share it with the world. My story really gives you a glimpse into the last 24 hours of his life, a time that I so frequently reflect back on. And remember and see it as being really instrumental in really catapulting me to do some of the things that I've done in recent years. I want people to understand that although such an intricate piece of your life may be gone, he will never be forgotten. The legend lives on. You have such a wonderful opportunity to go forward and make the things happen that he instilled in you. Bring to life even some of the things that he desired to do, but was not able to. You will carry on the path, the legacy that he has left behind for you to share with your children and them to share with their children. Such a rich legacy that will last forever.
My daddy's girl story is about processing the loss of my superhero. I became a contributing author to this anthology, this masterpiece, because I found my strength anchored in Matthew 5:4. And I pray that my transparency throughout this chapter helps another daddy's girl process the loss of her real life superhero as it did for me. I am 𝘋𝘢𝘥𝘥𝘺, nurse practitioner, minister, transformational speaker, and coach, and I am one proud daddy's girl.
Hello, my name is Dr. Tandra Price. See, we learn so much from our parents, and I can truly say one of the things that I have learned from my father is that I have never met a stranger that I couldn't connect with. In this anthology, you're going to read a lot of stories from some amazing authors who are sharing their stories about their father as well. But more importantly, this anthology is going to have you just stop and take a second to reflect on all the memories that you've had or have with your father. See, one thing we do is we get so caught up in life that sometimes we don't even take a minute to just stop and pause.
I am Angela Hooper Minifield, Chief Equipping Officer of Minifield & Associates, LLC, and founder of the Sisterhood of Successful Women membership program. I am also the lead author and contributor to the anthology project, Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend. My father, Ted Hooper, passed away in July of 2020 in the midst of COVID. And I actually find that that season of life and the year following was the most difficult thing that I have ever had to deal with in my 55 years of living. There were many days that I actually didn't think I was going to make it, but I did. And it was his strength, rearing, and belief in me that got me through so many of those rough days. So this anthology gave me an opportunity to not only heal, but process the many amazing and valuable things I gained from having Ted Hooper as my father. Now, while not a perfect man by any stretch of the imagination, he was my daddy, and I truly loved him to life. And through this book, I thought it was important to share how my daddy instilled in me a strong work ethic, confidence, self-reliance, and a commitment to providing for my family. He also left me without any doubt that he always had my back. As such, my chapter is titled, With Daddies, You Can Always Go Home. You see, my daddy ensured that whether or not I was at my highest level of achievement or at the lowest point in my life, that not only did I know that I could go back home, but that the entire world knew it. That assurance gave me the confidence to make some of the most risky and challenging decisions I have ever had to make as a woman, wife, daughter, and mother. You see, that surety and certainty is unmatched. So I want other daughters to find comfort in knowing that while it is the natural order of things to bury their fathers, that the legacy left in them and for them is a place that they can find peace and comfort as they truly are their daddy's daughters. I contributed to this anthology because having a relationship with this group of amazing women, I knew that this would be powerful because our intent was to do something to help others as we celebrate the first men we ever loved. I am totally indebted to these women for this opportunity to work together and help others with our stories of faith, triumph, and love.
Delivered with compassion and kindness, Daddy's Girl, Living After the Loss of a Legend, provides readers support, comfort, encouragement, and understanding as you navigate life after the loss of the legend. We celebrate our daddies, the memory of their spirit, the moments of their love, and the magnificence of their strength in its many iterations and complexities. This book unleashes a tidal wave of healing awareness and gives a voice to the massive population of women struggling to move beyond the loss in the face of their daddy's absence. Within these pages lies a powerful collaboration of daughters brave enough to share their journeys and bold enough to reveal the challenges they experienced along the way. Through their daughters, these men's legacies live on through their stories as told within these pages that embrace their soul, resilience, and passion. And these women are on the path to growth and fulfillment by helping others understand how their loss has impacted their lives and shaped them into the woman they are today.